Hi-ho everyone, my name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, your favorite podcast for all things up-to-date news. That's right. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Yeah.
We
talked about the news today.
Isn't that Sports Center? That's Sports Center.
Yeah, that was Sports Center.
Okay, well, they're news for sports. So, anyway, we actually talk about some topical things that aren't all video games for a little while. We had a little bit of a delay. Rob explains that. Because we missed last week. Yep. And then past that, we have our ding 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 fight night with some suggestions from our viewers and listeners. So we debate some of those. We decide the winners, and we want to hear your guys' input on said fights. So enjoy this episode, and let's get into it. Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
We deserve to know what we're putting in our bodies and why, especially when it comes to something we take every day. Ritual's clean, vegan-friendly multivitamin is formulated with high-quality nutrients in bioavailable forms your body can actually use. Honestly, I've been thinking about taking Ritual for a while. I know I don't normally, you guys know this, I don't eat many vegetables, so I need to get my vitamins from pretty much anything, and Ritual right now is probably the best option I have. A multivitamin should contain key nutrients in forms your body can actually use to help fill the gaps in the diet. No shady extras. Ritual's delayed release capsule design delivers high quality nutrients including vitamin D3 in just 2 daily pills. Now available for women, men, and teens, Ritual multivitamins are scientifically developed to help support different life stages as well. Get key nutrients without the BS. Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/GGOverEasy to start your Ritual today. After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, is that there's always some sort of catch. So when I heard of Mint Mobile's offering premium wireless services starting at $15 a month, I thought there has to be some sort of catch. But after speaking with them and hearing about their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. By cutting out the retail stores, there's no crazy overhead costs that get passed down to you in some form of mysterious fees. Instead, Mint Mobile passes those sweet savings directly to you. Mint Mobile showed me I could save at least $35 by switching to their plan. For people looking for extra savings, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, high-speed data, and delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone along with your existing contacts. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get your plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/GG. That's mintmobile.com/GG. Cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/GG.
No.
No, it's been a week.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast. It's not quite the intro time. That's
the Mr. Fruit's GG Easy podcast intro is Heidi freaking ho, everyone. See, I didn't say fucking. See?
Well, evil Mr. Fruit would. Rob's favorite meme.
Oh my god.
Evil. Oh my god, dude. Hey, okay, before Rob goes off, I just want to say, Joey, you're the worst.
That's a bad meme.
I wanted to. You know what I do? I'll go browse the Mr. Fruit subreddit and be like, I wonder what memes people are posting. And it's just a bunch of evil Mr. Fruit be like, I love vegetables. Evil Rob be like, I don't know, CSGO sucks. Evil Bless be like, I hate Yinglings. It's like, this sucks.
To be fair,
I just want to see good content. Leave me alone.
If
you want to keep posting them, it's great. It's great. What do you call it? Interaction with the subreddit. Sure. Great interaction with the subreddit. People are like, wow, this is really pumping out memes, but like at the cost of my sanity.
Yeah, let's pump out other memes. Let's pump out something with a little bit more originality to it. Other than something which is picture, expose a mega picture to make it deep fried, and then just say the opposite of what said person's name is or what their opinions are.
To be fair, there was one I enjoyed quite a bit. It was
that
evil,
the Joey one?
Evil BlueWestlo will be like Red East High.
You know how many years I've heard that joke, all right? I can't keep doing this.
It never gets old.
I can't keep doing
When's
this.
the rebrand?
I can't.
I have Mr. Vegetable. You have Red East High.
Please.
Red tie.
But yeah, it's like that's all the subreddit has been for a significant time. And literally like
About a
3/4 of them, I realized like I should probably go through and cull them. It's just one dude. Just
Oh,
like,
it's just one guy.
yeah, just spam posting. And you know, I appreciate it. But
Maybe we should ban his ass.
oh, you're posting on the subreddit, helping keep it alive? Banned.
Banned.
Won't have that. Not here.
It's good to be back, boys.
Yeah, so intro. We're back.
Yeah.
We were gone for a week.
Yeah, I apologize. I had a family emergency kind of thing, and everything is working itself out. So we're back.
He had a huge nuts and dick syndrome. He just couldn't make it to the podcast because he had huge nuts and dick. So
So if you guys don't know, my grandfather passed away. He was 96,
Nice
97.
sorry, I didn't think you were gonna immediately go
transition
into
from
No,
the
you're
reason.
good. You're good.
I was
You're
trying to
good.
like gas up Rob, and then it turned
No,
into
you're-
that's my bad, guys.
No, the best way
Sorry.
to do it is just be real and just, you know, it was kind of the first death I ever had in my family. I'm 26, so I'm pretty lucky to kind of say that. Do you guys mind if I read something that we got from my Colombian side of my family about my grandfather that I didn't know, which was pretty cool? It's a little long, but I think it's pretty cool.
It's not in Spanish, is it?
No, but I mean
Okay.
some of it is.
Would you be scared if it was?
Well, I was like, well, I'd be scared for him.
No, I mean
trying
if
to
it was in
read
Spanish, I'd be
and
like, "Hey,
Rob-
Blue, can you do me a solid?"
Oh dear God! Is it in Spanish?
So it says Santiago Venegas Lasprilla was born in Bogota, the child of Colonel Rafael Venegas Umana and his wife Maria Lasprilla de Venegas, members of the elite.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just think
That's
that it
kinda
means they
sussy.
were rich or something. Or well, his dad was a colonel, so maybe it was like
You're like
yeah,
Colombian
so I-
royalty, is what you're saying.
Probably huge
So,
nuts and dick syndrome.
It says Dr. Santiago. I didn't know my grandpa was
Double down, boy, I like
technically a doctor or whatever, you know what I mean?
That's a good thing to have. I'm just saying.
Began his studies at Colegio Mayor de San Bartolome. Yeah, I
Hey,
butchered
that was
that.
good.
This might
that
as
was
well
good,
be
that
in
was good.
Spanish. You're killing it.
And in 1946, he entered the Escuela Militar de Cadets, where he remained until 1948. Then he entered the School of Economics and Legal Sciences of the prestigious Pontificia Javierna University, where he studied law until October 21st, 1953, when he graduated with his thesis entitled Societies,
Poignant.
to which he was awarded the highest grade. Father Gabriel Geraldo
That's
took
right.
the oath and awarded him the degree of a Doctor of Judicial Sciences. I always forget that you can technically be a doctor without knowing like medical stuff.
Yeah.
Like, does
So-
Dr. Lupo really know how to resuscitate somebody?
No, but of course he's a doctor though. You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, he's a doctor.
On August 27th, 1954, he was appointed by the Inspector General of the nation as the 7th Superior Prosecutor, and a position he exercised with great efficiency and wisdom, where he stood out with great success, obtaining many victories in different cases he tried, and showing his quality as a jurist. In 1956, he traveled to Europe, invited by prosecutor of the Superior Court of Madrid, Spain, to give a lecture to the Judicial Organization of Colombia. The conference was successful and received applause. The Inspector General, in his congratulatory message, was pleased that a delegate from Colombia had been invited to the conference and had put the name of the country in such a high place. He left his position on September 15th, 1958, after the Minister of War, General Alberto Ruiz Nova, appointed him as Justice of the Superior Military Court, a position he held from October 3rd, 1958 to October 25th, 1963. He also held the position of the 8th Superior Judge, where he also stood out for his chivalry, dedication, and responsibility. We truly feel his absence and his ability to relate to people, his generosity, his example, and his great family member and a wonderful friend of his friends. May God rest his soul in eternal peace. So I'm reading this just kind of for people out there. If you have a grandparent that you don't really like, because I didn't know any of this until like he passed away, and it made me feel kind of bad. So reach out to your grandparents before it's way too late and you find out way too cool shit. Because I never knew about this. Because my grandparents primarily spoke Spanish. Like they spoke broken English to the point where it was just like, "How are you? Like we love you," that kind of stuff. Like, "What are you up to? How's school?" It was only kind of really that. So he went from like a lawyer all the way to a busboy when he moved to America, literally just for the opportunities that his kids could have and his kids' kids could have, like me. You know, I wouldn't be here doing this podcast without him, so I'm very thankful. Sorry, I just wanted to
Well, yeah,
say that.
I was curious what happened between 1963 and present. It made it just seem like
Yeah, so basically
they popped off real early.
Yeah, they immigrated to America like in October of 1963.
Is that why Columbia didn't include that? They didn't want to be like.
Well, that's the side of like the Columbia family that like still lived there and like know like his lore, and so they sent that to us, and then
I gotcha.
And then like so because I never really knew what my grandpa did. I knew he was a lawyer at some point in his life, because then he came here and was like a bus boy for like 15 years, and then got to the point where he started his own carpeting business, and then that got successful. So shout out to Tago, man. Shout out to the king. Because I definitely wouldn't be here without him, and you know, I appreciate him. So go talk to your grandparents and shit before it's too late, and you feel bad and live with a lot of regret, like Robert.
Well said.
Absolutely do it. I don't have any more grandparents.
Mine are still vibing. Go Mimi and Pa.
Hell yeah. Go Mimi and Pa.
Let's get it. Well, that's because I don't know my dad's family at all, but my mom's side came from Georgia. And down there in the South, especially way back when, it's like, oh, it's high school, you're graduating, bet, kid. Boom, another kid. Like, so
when you have kids,
in between generations is literally like 18 to 19 years. So up until I think it was about a decade ago, my great grandparents were still alive.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Wow, that is insane.
But that's like literally, that's just how.
Like, how old is your Mimi and Pa? Do you know?
74.
Yeah, see, that makes sense because my grandpa was 96, and they didn't have my parents till they were 30, and then 30-ish, like in their mid 30s, and then my parents didn't have me till they were like 30s, like.
Yeah, I know. They're just like, boop, popping them out.
Just popping out kids, baby. That's what we do here.
Because even I
appreciate you guys giving me the time for that.
Oh yeah. Because even my cousins, I was like, man, I wonder if it's gonna be the same. And sure enough, like 19 kids. One of them already has like 2 kids, and they're like 22.
Do they ever ask about like you and Claire, like in terms of kids?
No.
They're just like, you guys have 2 Corgis.
We're
like,
vibing out here.
That poop in the crib.
But yeah, just different cultures and stuff. Yeah. But sorry,
appreciate you guys letting me share that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good. I'm pretty lucky if I'm 20, nearly about to turn. I guess I'm 27 today if the podcast is coming out on Sunday. I'm pretty lucky if I'm 27 and TY. I'm pretty lucky if I'm 27 and that's the first kind of time I've really experienced kind of a death in the family like that.
Well, aside from that and giant dick and nut syndrome,
they got it.
What other couple topics do we want to get to before we get to ding 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 fight night?
Thank you for participating in all the fight night suggestions.
Yeah, and by that I mean the YouTube comments had 2 suggestions, so I had to go to Twitter. When I'm like, hey, that means like that's code for, hey, comment or post in the Reddit or tweet.
Please, for the love of God,
guys, please, I have nothing.
Making us look real bad. It's like, hey, suggestions. And there's a little suggestion box where like, ooh, open it up. Like, oh, all right. So is there any other topics?
You got 78 already, so that's nice.
Yeah. Well, now we have plenty. Thanks, Twitter. We'll just start, I guess. The Alec Baldwin story.
Dude, wild.
Wild.
Okay, so
Wild.
I
First of
said
all,
this.
rest in peace to that woman that
Yeah,
passed
that's
away.
insane. That's so super sad. And two,
What-
bro, if it's
What's the
if
story?
it killed
What's the story?
someone,
We
like
don't.
it
They don't
wasn't
know
a
what we're
prop
talking about.
gun, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so the basic rundown is that Alec Baldwin did not mean to kill someone on set. He killed this person with a prop gun. Big quotes, prop gun. We don't know, obviously, the crazy specifics, but all we know is one person is dead and another person was injured, I believe.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think it was
Yeah,
like
I
the
think it was
director,
the director.
was injured.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just like, man, prop guns are scary. Why don't you guys just get like Nerf guns? I feel like Nerf people would love Nerf guns in movies. Those things would be tight.
Why?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I read somewhere that most prop guns, I could be wrong, I read this on the internet, so, take that always
So
with a grain of
it's true.
salt.
Okay.
So, yeah, so prop guns are like normally like actual like real guns, and it's up to, not real guns, but have the power to like really shoot a bullet out like that. So it's up to the prop master to make sure that the gun is loaded with blanks or like whatever is the ammunition
Well,
that.
I believe as well that blanks are still lethal when close enough.
I mean, they hurt
which
like
is-
a bitch.
Yeah, so maybe we should be developing, different blanks that don't like murder people. That'd be crazy. But at the same time, I'm also not a gun manufacturer, so I don't know the specifics of this.
And like you also have to feel for like, of course, the woman that died that's terrible. But you also have to feel for Alec Baldwin, who didn't even mean to like do
Yeah,
this.
he's now
and was
killed
just
somebody,
acting.
and now he's like, what?
Yeah, he got.
And
thrown
the
into
internet is
this.
gonna be like, Alec Baldwin murdered like somebody. Like he's not like a murderer means
yeah.
like you planned it out. Like
Premeditated.
there's like
Well, not
manslaughter.
So
Like,
again, not saying I know all the situation, but like this dude probably was just handed a prop gun and was like, "Yeah, shoot over here," and then out of nowhere, oh my god, I just killed someone. Like, how do you? It's not Alec Baldwin's fault. So it's
yeah. I feel for the dude, man. Like he didn't mean to do that, and like it's not his responsibility. That
It's the
has to
prop
be on the
masters.
prop master. Like,
Yeah.
that has to be on whoever's responsibility is, who looks at the guns, looks at the ammo, and like you're supposed to do all those things, and somebody missed something.
But see, what did somebody miss something? Does this go deeper? Did somebody plant this? Somebody didn't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Because otherwise,
because then it makes you think of like what happened with Brandon Lee years ago. For those who don't know, this kind of happened in 1993 with the movie The Crow. Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, was killed with a prop gun on the what's it called? On site, I guess,
Set.
of the movie The Crow. And he was only 28 too. So it's really really sad. And then like I really feel for Alec Baldwin, man, because you already on the internet, it's just like I couldn't imagine the kind of mental health and the kind of wear that puts on you, like you knowing you accidentally, and the internet's calling you a murderer and memeing your ass, and it's just I feel for that guy, man. I really do.
I wouldn't recover.
I would just be like, dude, like how it's just like once the internet's got their fangs on you, like you can't.
Yeah.
You have to just take it.
I mean,
And
even if
also
you know,
feel for-
like, I didn't mean to do this, you're still like, but I was the thing.
Yeah,
Like I pulled the trigger and
the internal guilt, like everyone would have internal guilt from that, no matter what. Even if you knew it wasn't your fault, like just knowing knowing you were still a part of it is just, God, the mental anguish would be awful.
And also prayers to that woman's T's and P's to the woman's like family, man. And that's just so sad. Like
it's just awful, dude.
How many safety checks does there have to be? You would think. Did they like skip them? How does that even? I just don't understand remotely how something like that could.
I mean,
People
yeah,
do
I
miss
mean, in
you.
2021, it's a, like you think safety would be a top. I mean, but this, you haven't heard of something like this in 28 years, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm saying,
Um,
because like you wouldn't
like,
expect it.
yeah, it's just, and then like Blue said, like, was it a prop gun or like was it a real gun that just had live ammo? And like, there's so many questions, and it's gonna be
Small details we
really,
just don't know.
yeah. And there's like this what happened yesterday, or like the news broke last night, and this is what, Friday the 22nd.
Yeah.
So
Wild.
there could be more stuff that comes out by the time the podcast is out on Sunday. But for now, it's just super sad.
It's bizarre. Have you heard also about the other story? I haven't been reading about it, but Claire has kept me up to date with this. Was it a vlogger? No, I think it was just a blogger, maybe not a vlogger. That was going like cross country or whatever, and ended up.
Oh yeah, that's been like the TikTok, like the Gabby thing, right? With Brian Laundry and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I hate it here.
Yeah.
Because his parents, see the
Yeah, that's like where me and Sydney got questions too.
Dun,
It's like,
dun.
So for those of you who don't know, this girl Gabby and her boyfriend Brian at the time, they went on a hiking trip, I believe, and on that hiking trip, there's footage of Gabby talking to the police, clearly distressed and saying that things clearly were not good. Nothing came from that, and I believe a couple days to a week later, I don't know the exact timing. Brian comes home without Gabby, immediately talks to a lawyer, and then shortly after, Gabby's body is found.
Yeah, well, and, like, he
now
ghosts-
Brian is nowhere to be found.
yeah,
Well-
he was like ghosting Gabby's parents too, like just not even responding or anything like that.
I have an update on the whole story. So what has happened
This turned
was
into the newscast.
yeah, was Gabby or whatever. So he was still there when Gabby was reported missing, and so they were looking for his body. And the weird thing was, when they were looking for his body, he chose to fly home and left. So everyone's like, "That's a little weird. Why would you
Us.
leave
Yeah, why
while
would
they're
you
looking?"
do that?
So he goes back to his parents, chills there for a few days or whatever, and then disappears. And everyone's like, "That's kind of weird." Well,
That's
then,
very weird.
But then this happened this week. They're doing evidence, blah, 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 whatever. And they find remains of a body in like woodlands or something, kind of near his parents, whatever. And it was like,
That's crazy.
it wasn't like a full body. It was literally like parts of a body.
Dismembered. Oh,
And so they were
bro,
trying
what
to
if he did
figure
this
out.
before?
So they're trying to figure out like what's going on here. Plot twist. That was Brian. Brian's dead.
Well, and you want to know also what I heard too? Sydney told me that they had found more bodies.
Okay, but what
around
Mr.
Brian,
Fruit just
too.
said is not factual, by the way.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Wait, it is?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
it came
kidding.
out that it was
Yeah.
with dental records.
Brian's
They were
body.
able to see that it was
What?
Yeah,
Wait.
it is him. Yeah,
It came out yesterday.
confirmed.
I
Like
think.
confirmed by FBI. Yes, it confirmed. Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
him.
spreading fake news. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no fake
Wait, I
news
thought you were just joking. I thought you
No.
were just like, plot
no.
twist. It was him.
No.
I'd be
No.
like, that'd be crazy. But wait, what the fuck?
No, it was.
Wait. My head
No.
just.
Well, well, did you just explain that, Christian? That like the police or the FBI were asking like Brian's parents where they should look and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they're like, let's go look there, and then they find it. So they know something. They know it's not a coincidence that where Brian's parents are like, yeah, actually let's check there. And it is.
Wait a
there,
minute. So all the stuff that the parents said he did was all fabricated because
I don't know, man.
Well, maybe I don't know, but wait.
Weird, man.
So he.
Because look, it goes. Who knows? And the crazy thing is, well, now he's dead, so they're gonna have to figure out some other way to figure out what happened up in the hiking. But I got some theories, and at this point, they're all just way out there. Sasquatch is one in the running. Just saying. But two, think about it. What if there's a third person in play this whole time? And that's why he was on the run. You know, he was being blackmailed or something. He was trying to run, or he was like going home. He's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Boom. The other guy catches up to him too. Bop, bop. Now they're both dead. Or
I just
he had another lover and
Oh shit!
taken her out of the
That would
play.
be crazy.
But then
Or-
he backs out or something and starts he's like, dude, you're freaking out. Altercation happens somehow. Boom, he's dead. He feeds him to the Crocs or something. You know, I don't really know. But I'm
or
just
he's just a
spitballing here.
sick fuck who killed his girlfriend and couldn't live with himself. And
That is
went
also,
to
But if
that
he-
is also
no,
true.
no,
An
no.
alligator.
That's okay. That's possibly true.
That's
But if
true.
if the remains were dismembered, I don't.
Well, see,
I mean,
that's
he could have gotten eaten by a crocodile or something. You know,
Well,
he
I guess
coulda,
we don't
like-
know the
I think
exact.
there's
Yeah, I mean,
alligators down there. I don't remember, but
or crocodile, whatever. Alligators, crocodile.
that's true. He could have just ended it, and then like the Crocs got him, or like something ate
yeah.
the parts. But
That's
I mean,
what I'm wondering.
oh my
Maybe
God.
he, took a trip out, shot himself, and then an alligator's like, snack. Or he's running, and an alligator's like, snack, and he forgets to zigzag. Boom, eaten.
Is that what they tell you to do against crocodiles and alligators?
Yeah,
Is zigzag?
Because they're like really just good at running straight or whatever, so they're like zigzagging. You
Oh.
can't. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll tell you this: if I'm running zigzag from a crocodile, chances are I already lost.
I mean,
You
at
know,
this
like,
point too, I
chances-
don't even know if that's like a wives' tale or whatever. At this point, I don't know. I just remember always hearing that.
Hey guys, it'd be really funny if
See,
you
that's like a-
zigzag with a crocodile.
Yeah, the alligator's
Oh.
like, what?
I heard the only chance you have against a bear too is if you run downhill. I don't know if that's a wives' tale, but I've heard if you're running away from a bear, the best chances you have are running down a hill.
The best chances you
'Cause-
have is squaring up. Like, come on.
Maybe don't do that.
Bop. He's like, oh my God. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, but yeah, like some people are like, oh, I'll go in a tree. Spoilers, don't do that. They can climb.
I do have an announcement right now that just came out.
You're pregnant.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. This really is a news
Oh, the
podcast.
Brian Laundry thing. Sorry.
No.
I'm
this
really
is-
out of it today. For
This is
some
actually
reason.
back to video games.
Oh.
They actually
bless the f up.
They actually just. I mean, I'm not into them, but I'm sure a lot of people are.
This
I
has
just
already been a
wasn't as
lot of
kid.
real world stuff. Let's get back to video games.
The Grand Theft Auto trilogy. Apparently, they just released released the trailer for it for San Andreas, GTA Vice City, and GTA 3. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people are hyped about that. San Andreas is some of their favorite games ever.
I mean, let me see
I
what
just
it
didn't
looks
really
like.
play. I just didn't really play a lot of GTA. Like, I didn't play any of the story in Vice City or San Andreas or 4. I think they're making, or 3. I just don't know which one they're doing. I would just walk around and shoot people. You know, I never did the story because I was just a little kid.
Well, you can't just say that, dude.
What, you just walk around and just...
GTA.
I mean,
When I was a
turned
kid,
out
I
fine.
definitely did the same thing. Like I was like, how hard can I break this fucking
Yeah,
law?
how
Jesus
fast-
Christ.
How fast can I get to 5-star?
I clicked on the video,
Yeah.
and whatever this website is has volume actually. Peggy 18. I'm like, ah.
Uh-oh.
All right, hold on. I just want to like. I don't need to listen. I just want to see.
Oh, like the trailer for it?
Oh,
Did you
Lord.
play any of the GTAs? I bet you haven't. No chance.
No.
Like, I mean, they look updated, but they look like
I was gonna
if
say like it's
Vice
updated,
City.
but also
It looks like if Vice City San Andreas came out in 2012 rather than coming out in like 2008 and
Like,
2005.
it's pretty much like the same amount of polygons, except now we throw in HD textures.
That's what I mean by like it looks like it came out like 4 or 5 years later or something.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, like better lighting, like some newer age stuff that's pretty simple, like HD textures, lighting, reflections. But it's
The definitive edition, November 11th. So if you're a GTA stan,
yeah,
go
I
and get
guess.
it. I'm just not a stan like that. You like San
I
Andreas
just-
though, Blue?
didn't excite me.
Sandra's is pretty good. I think the one I actually spent the most time paying attention to is definitely 5, though.
Yeah, me too.
Vice City was really good too. Went back and played that one. But San Andreas, I mostly just Damn, how quick can I get 5 stars, baby? How quick can I
Up, down, right,
break the
down,
law,
left, left.
baby?
Helicopter spawn.
RPG, infinite RPGs.
Yeah. That's
Um,
all like GTA was for me too.
it's just we're getting so many of these days. And
Just the remakes instead of
Yeah.
like just make GTA 6.
well, this
like,
was this isn't even. I think that's the thing too. This isn't a remake; it's a remaster. Which is what I forgot too, because I was like, no way they're gonna put that much work, like, essentially putting like the GTA 5 engine in with it, and they didn't.
Oh, so you think so? Remaster and remake are different kind of things.
Yeah.
Remake is like you remake the sandbox or engine. And
Remake
that kind of
is
stuff,
like
or
this
just-
Diamond and Pearl thing coming out. That's a remake.
Okay.
Whereas a remaster is this. It's like updated textures and graphics and enhanced audio. Like they're still taking pretty much everything from the source.
So with Diamond and
But-
Pearl, would you rather have had a remake or a remaster? Because you don't. You said you didn't
Remaster.
like the remake that you
Well-
had of this one.
Well, the strange thing
Well,
though is
I mean-
with Pokemon, how do you remaster? When
I mean, quite honestly, the Diamond and Pearl is closer to a remaster than it is a remake.
yeah, well, that's the sad thing. But yeah,
It's like, I mean, it's remake, yeah, on the Switch, but like,
because like
if they called it a remaster, like people wouldn't have batted an eye. They'd be like, yeah, it's a remaster.
I'm trying to think of a recent remaster. Because I mean, like Final Fantasy
recent-
VII. Remake.
Remasters are like Kingdom Hearts.
Did you say Halo 2
Yeah, like-
remaster? Like
Well, Kingdom Hearts,
2.8?
whatever came out, like that was a remaster where it's just like updated
Yeah.
graphics and.
But
blah,
then
blah,
like
blah.
a remake is like Final Fantasy VII.
Where not all of them have to drastically reimagine the story, but they
Yeah. But like I would like it to be, a little modern. You know?
yeah. Well, I mean that's usually a lot of the nice things too. It's usually in a
That's
remake.
the idea.
You bring all the quality of life as well, newer engine, better performance, blah 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 blah. But anyway, I mean that's semantics. That's cool. Hope people enjoy it. Just not my thing. Speaking of not my thing though, did you see the Uncharted trailer?
I did.
I like how
Let
Blue
me
goes, and then Rob says that as if like, unfortunately, like, I did.
Well, here's why it's unfortunately. And that it's probably because of you and Nathan Fillion. I just think it should have been Nathan Fillion. Like there's no reason. Sure, I love Tom Holland, but like it just looks like Spider-Man not in a suit doing Spider-Man stuff. And like I hate to be like I'm typecasting Tom Holland. Like he can only play Spider-Man.
You
know, like-
typecasting, bro?
Yeah, so like I'm not trying to like. I'm just saying there's a way better choice in Nathan Fillion, and I'm also just not into Uncharted. I've never played one. Let me also preface that too. But I think I'll see it.
I just think
I hope it does well.
Yeah, well, yeah, for the sake of video game movies.
For sake of video games and like video games in the
But
movie.
the hard sell for me that I just can't buy into is Tom Holland age. Like he's just so young.
How
for
old are they
Nathan
saying
Drake.
he is in that?
I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to pass, but like
He
it's
looks like he's like
hilarious.
22.
It's because he is. I don't actually know what he's around there somewhere. I think. But it's hilarious. Like in the trailer, he was like, my whole dream growing up was to find whatever, and the things like
Was
you're
to
still
find the
growing up.
One Piece.
like you're still growing
You're
up,
still-
dude. Like what do you mean? Like your entire life?
Yeah, he's
so
25.
all 17 years? Like
Wait, Tom Holland is 25?
Yeah, he's 25.
I can't accept that.
I think he
Can't
looks
accept that.
even younger.
Yeah, he just looks like he just looks like a jacked like 17, 18-year-old, quite honestly.
I'll give him early 20s. I just wouldn't have put him mid 20s.
I would put him at 20 at the latest.
But
And I feel like if you put that, I feel like, so how old is Nathan Drake supposed to be in this movie?
that's a good question. But if
'Cause
they
if
had
they-
gone
'cause-
with Nathan Fillion, perfect age, like it's just, I don't know why they. I'm sure there was reasons why, but like,
I mean, Nathan Fillion is getting a little up there.
but that's
he
it.
probably
like,
wouldn't have
still
quite been able
Nathan
to-
Drake.
And
Is
then at
an
the same time,
aged man.
Nathan Fillion is also like doing his own thing, making plenty of money without doing Uncharted, quite honestly.
So-
So he probably was like,
According to the Uncharted wiki, Nathan Drake is around 31 in Uncharted 1. I don't know if this is supposed to take place.
No,
as
this is supposed to.
Uncharted
This is supposed to be
1,
very
or-
early. This is
Okay,
supposed to be
so-
earlier than Uncharted 1.
Okay, so this is like a totally separate story from Uncharted's. So this is not like what you see in Uncharted 1 or Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they definitely picked some scenes from the games to reimagine,
Like
which people were kind of torn about. But nonetheless, I mean, I expected it.
I
will say I cannot get past is once again, what's his face? What's the dude's name?
Hey, Marky Mark, eh?
And once again, Mark Wahlberg not playing Sullivan. He's just playing Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. And where's the
He didn't even
stash? You
try.
couldn't even get a stash?
He couldn't even get a stash, bro. I mean, maybe he gets a stash later in the movie, like maybe, like I don't know. But like, I still just don't. I don't see Sully. He's just playing Mark Wahlberg.
I don't see
look,
Sully. I don't see Nathan.
I do see Nathan. It's just Tom Holland he's Spider-Man to me. It's very hard, but I think he acts Nathan pretty well.
It's just
What's
it
his
just needs to be a little older.
Mark Wahlberg legit is just Mark Wahlberg every time, and it's okay not having range, but don't be like I want to play Sully and okay, then stop playing Mark Wahlberg.
Well, I forget. I don't know the whole because the reason too this has just been a fiesta is because this movie started production in 2008, and since
they've
then
been trying to make this movie for
5 Uncharted games have come out. Yeah, so that's the weird thing is like it's been in production in different hands and shit. Like it's
Tom
a miracle
Holland's
it's
been
even
Nathan Drake
happening.
since he was 12.
Yeah.
Like it's a miracle that it's even happening, but like everything has changed so drastically too. It's bizarre, but I think part of it too was apparently they worked with Wahlberg Productions or something, or like promised them, blah blah blah.
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
So there's between.
I want to play Sully. I'm not Mark Wahlberg.
Well, I don't know
Sully.
if that's, but yeah, it's. And then
That's
there's
pretty
like
good
we just
impression,
need
though.
big names, and it looks again like, hey, here's a movie.
Is Nathan Fillion not a big name?
Probably
He's
not.
definitely
to, like,
not as big
movie
of a name
people.
right now as Tom Holland. Yeah.
Yeah, or Mark
Like
Wahlberg.
he's not.
Like
He's
Mark
not box
Wahlberg
office
is a
sexy.
Mark Wahlberg is like middle-aged to late-aged women. Like it's Marky Mark. You know.
Good vibration.
You got them good vibrations. You
Yeah.
got them sweet sensations.
But I'm not like. I mean, I'll see it, but
Yeah.
like I'm not really expecting a lot.
As people said, like, you know what? I might have thought a little bit better of the movie if it actually just wasn't called Uncharted. But the fact that it has that name, and then like that, it looks like here's a movie with some sporadic things and then some Uncharted Easter eggs. So I don't know.
Yeah, and they're just kind
pretty
of
much,
almost using Uncharted as like a, hey, come see this movie about like treasure and stuff, and you'll be like, I remember that in the games, but it's not really feels like Uncharted kind of thing.
That reminds me. Yesterday I was watching football, and there was this trailer for a movie. And Claire and I the whole time were like, "Oh, like this is going to turn out to actually be like some.
I think I know what trailer you're talking.
It's going to be some commercial, like a parody for like an insurance company or a car company, right? And it starts out.
Can I guess what trailer?
Yeah, go for it.
Ambulance.
Yep. It opens up like directed by Michael Bay. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And whatever hideous amalgamation, abomination of a trailer that was, I kept waiting for it to be like, it's actually State Farm, or like,
yeah,
it's Audi.
Like I use my health insurance to
And
like, good thing I have all trade.
Because it was what, Jake Gyllenhaal, another really big name.
Well, what's really funny is you talk about this. I'm like on my phone, like during the game with Sydney, and it's like 5 seconds in the trailer. I'm not paying attention. Sydney goes, "Babe," and like points to the thing, like this is gonna be some super epic trailer. And then the trailer ends, and I was like, "Why did you need me to watch that?" And she goes, "I don't know. I thought it would look way cooler than it ended up being."
Like between
she's like, Trust it was. This is the good part. Trust me.
Like between the trailer shots, the pacing, the cutting, the cinematography, and the fast pace, like I don't even know what the movie's about anymore. Partly too, probably because after like a couple seconds, I was waiting for some like twist. I was like, "This is a parody, right?"
I don't know what the movie's about either.
Look it up.
It's a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah, like it's bizarre.
Here's what I think it's about. I thought it was about a bank robbery gone wrong, and then a cop who's Jake Gyllenhaal gets shot, and then gets put in an ambulance, and then it's almost like what's the Keanu Reeves movie where they're on a bus and they're like, this bus can't go under 50 miles an hour or we explode. So they get in an ambulance, and I think it's something like that. And then it was the cops were chasing the ambulance. So Jake Gyllenhaal's probably not a cop, actually. Maybe he's a bad guy. And the ambulance has to help the bad guy, but the bad guy's threatening the ambulance, and that's why the cops are after said ambulance. And then there's a bunch of cool jumps and all that kind of stuff, and then it says ambulance. But LA in ambulance is like highlighted, so you know it's LA. You know.
Well, the problem too is like I'm looking up ambulance trailer, and the only ones I can find are full length. So that might be normal. I don't know, but that's not what we're talking about. If you go look up like a full, you have to find the 30-second or minute cut or whatever that was shown in that TV spot, because my God, like I see this like 3-minute trailer. I might watch it and I might be like, oh, that was okay. I don't get what they're talking about, probably. But you have to find the TV spot. It was bizarre.
It's this
LA ants. Ambulance.
Ambulance. That's my favorite movie.
Okay, so this is the trailer that I saw yesterday, at least I think.
Ambulance.
Yeah, how do I say?
Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know. It was. You're right, Christian. It was an odd ass movie though, or like just a weird trailer.
So I don't know where you can find it, but yeah, if you can find like the minute cut or the 30-second cut, I couldn't tell you how long it lasted because it was bizarre. Probably 30 seconds to 1 minute. If you can find that cut, just watch it. It is.
I think it was about like a bank robbery gone wrong, and then during the bank robbery, he's trying to escape and finds an ambulance because he's shot, and then is like,
ambulance.
I'm the bank robber. You need to help me. And she's like, don't hurt me. So she helps the guy while they're driving the ambulance away from the cops. And then it turns out, wait a second, maybe bad guy here that I'm helping on the ambulance table isn't such a bad guy after all. And it's the institutions that are the bad guys. It's the suits. Maybe that's what it's trying to get down to.
Ambulance. LA.
All right, let's get on to fight night, huh?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
You know what Blue's gonna fight? Blue's bladder is gonna beat his. Is gonna beat Blue. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Go on, guys.
Ring, ding, 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 ding. Welcome to GG. It's already 40 minutes in. What are we doing? Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Are you ready for mashed potato season, aka turkey with gravy and cranberry season, aka every kind of pie more season? Again, I've been wearing my MeUndies for about 3 months now, and they're the comfiest pair of underwear I have. With adventurous prints to choose from and plenty of ways to match everyone in the family, give your gratitude some attitude this Thanksgiving season with MeUndies. They have undies and loungewear made out of soft, breathable, stretchy fabrics that are perfect for everything from pre-dinner activities to post-dinner naps. Seriously, you don't even care if the turkey's a little bit dry with these undies this comfortable. Available in sizes extra small through 4XL in tons of styles, prints, and fabrics. MeUndies has also something for everyone at the table. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has a promise. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, you can return your order for a full refund within 45 days. To get 15% off your order and free shipping and 100% satisfaction, go to meundies.com/GG. That's meundies.com/GG. We deserve to know what we're putting into our bodies and why, especially when it comes to something we take every day. Ritual's clean, vegan-friendly multivitamin is formulated with high-quality nutrients in bioavailable forms your body can actually use. What won't you find? Sugars, GMOs, major allergens, synthetic fillers, and artificial colorants. As you guys know, I may not take all my daily vitamin pills, so Ritual might be my best kind of option right now to get all the vitamins that I kind of don't have right now in my body. You'll always know what nutrients you're taking and where they're coming from thanks to Ritual's one-of-a-kind visible supply chain. Your multivitamins are delivered to your door every month with free shipping always. You can start, snooze, or cancel your subscription anytime. And if you don't love Ritual within the first month, they'll refund you your first order. So what are you waiting for? Get key nutrients without the BS. Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/GGovereasy to start your ritual today. After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything is that there's always some sort of catch. So when I heard Mint Mobile was offering premium wireless service just starting at $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after speaking with them and hearing about their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. By cutting out retail stores, there's no crazy overhead costs that get passed down to you in some form of mysterious fees. Instead, Mint Mobile just passes those sweet savings directly to you. Mint Mobile showed me that I could save about $35 if I switched to their plan, and I'm thinking about it. If you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service just starting at $15 a month. To get your new plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/GG. That's mintmobile.com/GG. Cut your wireless bills to just $15 a month at mintmobile.com/GG.
Ring ding ding, the fight night. Gigi.
Mr.
Overeasy
Fruit.
presents.
Fight night.
Yeah, we don't really have any other way to call
One
it.
example Mr. Fruit put on this thing is Gorilla versus Tiger or Batman versus Goku or whatever it says.
Well, yeah. Well, I was like, if I just put like Gorilla versus Tiger, it'll only be animals. And then it was like, if I only put like Batman versus Superman, they'll think it's just like. I was trying to show them like, here's the thing, but also you could just pit up whoever against each other.
Yeah. Like
so
Rick Kakis versus M-Tash.
Yeah, sure.
I take Rick Kakis.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know if I'm supposed to put Devil's Advocate. There's no way.
But I do take TV to beat all of them. That's a man of God right there. He's got God on his corner.
I
He's got God
rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, he's got God in his corner.
So I have to get through them because at least 2 people commented on the video. The first one will be a bit tricky because I imagine our knowledge on one side will be a little limited. We have Geralt, Yennefer, and Siri versus Kratos and Atreus.
I mean, I haven't seen The Witcher, so I don't know the exact kind of power level. I have not. I haven't read The Witcher either.
Okay, well then I guess you fight for Kratos and Atreus, and I'll try and fight for Geralt, Yennefer, and Siri.
Okay.
Even though my knowledge
I will try and stay spoiler free when I try and explain Kratos.
We need to get Atreus in here, dude. He could defend Geralt, Yennefer, and Siri better than I can.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think anybody could beat Kratos up. There's one person, maybe 2, that I think kind of stand up to Kratos, and that would be Master Chief and Doom Guy. But in terms
as
of
seen in Fortnite,
yeah. In terms of, I don't know the kind of power level, but like he has an axe he can call to his hand. He has those chains. He's yacked. I don't think you can kill him. I mean, I've watched like old God of Wars where he's literally cut in half, thrown into like the underworld, and comes back just fine. So I'm gonna go with Kratos here and Atreus. I mean, Atreus is gonna be potentially stronger than Kratos.
He'll use the power of his voice crack.
Goku wins easy.
And I don't want to. And spoiler alert: we know what happens with Kratos and Atreus in the future. You know, because they say, you know, and if that's gonna happen, that means at some point Atreus gets stronger than Kratos, or just gets to this point and he reaches his true power.
We're talking about where they are right now.
Okay, even regardless, he's still super strong, and where Kratos is, I take him versus The Witcher and Yennefer, I think her name was,
Siri.
and the other person. So it's 3-on-2, correct?
Yeah.
Give me Kratos, dude. He kills gods. He can kill a Witcher.
I don't know how I'm supposed to fight this. This was a
because like I'm right.
I mean, the way I look at it is like Geralt. It's it's pretty tough to kill like a Striegr, like some certain monsters. Well, Kratos is that just much worse. Like, I don't think
worse.
I don't think any of Geralt's Igni are gonna do anything, or not Igni. That's fire. What's his magic called? Sigils, I think.
Magica.
I don't think any of those will matter at all. Yennefer and Siri, like their power, but that's just like I feel like Kratos is literally just gonna walk through everything. A sword won't really bother him.
Then that's what I mean. Like the only people who I think genuinely have a chance against Kratos is Master Chief or Doom Guy. One of those two dudes.
And Kirby.
Kirby could swallow him and spit him out.
Kirby would fuck his ass up, dude.
I've always wondered, like with Kirby, is it like SpongeBob? You know when SpongeBob fights Bubble Bass and Bubble Bass like punches him and it just like absorbs into him? No, is it like that?
I think Kirby swallows Kratos, and then his neutral B now is just a loud boy, and it just. I
can't fight that guy.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't even boy that well, and I'm the guy that says boy.
So I think we all agree that Kratos would beat up the Witcher crew.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone in subscriber chat here, patrons listening, want to.
But that's what I'm saying.
Maybe give me some caveat.
I don't think anybody can beat Kratos. Like if I'm being realistic,
he doesn't even need Atreus. I'm gonna be honest. Like
I thought that's what I was gonna say. Like I was like, you're like, well, you're not. It's not Atreus. I was like, well, okay, then. He still has the strongest dude I've ever seen in any video game ever. And I played Doom too.
Geralt, Yennefer, and Siri versus just Atreus. I think I might take Geralt, Yennefer, and Siri. Because I'm assuming we're still just taking him from the most recent God of War that we have, which is the first one.
The end of God of War, we'll say.
So he's still young, still learning. I don't think he could take those three on his own. But with Kratos, or just Kratos.
His feelings would probably he'd have like an Anakin Skywalker kind of thing and get too angry to
I hate you.
Yeah, it blinds his ass and he gets caught.
Yeah, so I would love to try and give them a better shot, but I think it's the scoring's pretty unanimous. Ding ding ding.
There is someone who I actually do think that could hang with Kratos now that I think about it.
Who that?
But it's not a video game character.
Naruto.
No, Neo from The Matrix. He's probably like the only one that I genuinely think could maybe kind of, because he is the one.
Yeah, nobody has anything to help here either.
That's my favorite part. When he becomes the one and he's just blocking all those hits, he's just like, fuck.
Okay, so Mike, has a possible explanation. Yennefer makes a portal and drops him off. Now he says off a huge cliff. I'm going to be honest, a huge cliff isn't going to kill him, but could put him into space or the bottom of the ocean.
But Kratos has been in the underworld, dude. What's the ocean going to do to him?
He can still drown, I think. Maybe.
I think you're vastly overestimating just how powerful Kratos is. However, Kratos still solos the Witcher crew.
I mean, yeah, I don't think he's MLB, but like
what I think is kind of even would be the Witcher and the Dovahkiin from Skyrim. I would think that's a little bit more even.
Dovahkiin.
Dovahkiin bitches, dude. Witcher takes that easy.
Really? You don't think your Dovahkiin wasn't a badass?
Fusrata.
No. Yeah, fucking push your ass over.
So yeah, Yennefer has magic, but I don't know. Like the way I see it is like Kratos has literally fought the gods. So I don't know. Is there going to be something they can pull out that can beat Kratos?
I even think Kratos would beat Goku if I'm being real with you.
No, Goku
you're put your clown outfit on.
You dropped
what?
This. You dropped this.
Put your clown outfit on.
Okay.
Put it on. Thank you.
Yes, honey.
All right, let's pick another one, Mr. Fruit.
The only other one we had is a crocodile versus a shark. Now this one's pretty tricky because
that's so tricky.
We got deep water. Yeah, like how do you?
And like, what kind of shark am I talking about here? Am I talking great white or am I talking hammerhead?
I guess whichever one would.
Okay, then we're talking great white. Then if we're talking top tier versus top tier crocodile, top tier shark versus top tier crocodile.
Okay, well, I think that's kind of a myth, though, isn't it?
What, a great white shark?
Yeah, isn't it like tiger shark? Isn't there, or bull shark? Isn't there some other shark that?
Oh, I mean, there might be another shark that kills more people just because there's more of them and they're closer to shallower waters. Because I mean, there's not one that's more badass.
Bull sharks to be the most dangerous sharks in the world.
I would say that probably just because they go to shallower waters and attack more people and probably are a little bit more agitated. But if you put a fucking bull shark in versus a great white, it's not even close, dude.
Okay, but
great white has like.
But here's the problem: how are you going to give it an equal fight? Because if you put a crocodile in deep water, that's not fair. But if you put a great white in shallower water,
I'm just going to say, if you could figure out the perfect kind of thing for it, I'm going to go with a shark, and here's why. The death roll is what the alligator's go-to is, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think other than, like, the fins of the shark, there's not really much that the crocodile can latch onto to the point where...
yeah, there is. His jugular. I mean, you know, he's got, like, we're not talking, like, I mean, we're talking, like...
Yeah, dude, but sharks have a bunch of... They don't have the same kind of like. They don't have jugular. They don't have that kind of.
My point being is, if he can grab wherever he wants to grab.
I forget what it is. It might be cartilage that a shark has, but or like the specific anatomy of a shark.
Okay, great white comes in for a swoop.
Yeah,
but then the crocodile last second rolls over. Listen, there's a reason. They're like the longest living. They're like practically dinosaurs, Kate. They know how to survive. Boosh, barely dodge. So then, as the great white's passing, right on the tail, meaty part of the tail.
Tail. Okay.
And then what's great white?
Tail's all about balance. You know, like
what's the great white gonna do? And then if he wants, he can just start rolling. He can do whatever he wants. He can just keep it there. He can let it marinate. Great white's done. Boom.
Yeah, I will say this: it would just take a bite to the fins or the tail,
or a bite to the nose,
and then a death roll. But also it's just a bite to just a bite to the alligator and the thing's done. You know, like it's.
Have you? Bro. I mean, they're like tanks. They're armored. You know,
dude. Have you seen the bite power a great white shark has and the amount of teeth they have and the amount?
I wouldn't be surprised
teeth they
if crocodiles have a greater like PSI or whatever with a bite.
Most bite power. Wait, who? Let's see. Stronger
bite power.
Shark or crocodile? Crocodile actually may be up there too. Or a dog. Dog is pretty up there too. Oh, well, look at this. Number 1 is a saltwater crocodile. Number 2 is a great white shark.
Close contenders.
An even fight here.
We got an even fight number here. 1 and number 2.
All of a sudden, it's minus 110, minus 110.
Yeah, wait a second.
Vegas doesn't know what to make of it.
No, well. So I think it might just come down to who gets the first bite.
Yeah, who gets the first bite.
But see, here's what I'm thinking. Crocodile, swim. Boom, tail slap to the nose. Then the shark's like, and then he's got a free shot.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nile crocodile, 5,000 PSI.
Sheesh.
That's insane.
Sheesh.
That's insane.
And I guess I don't give them enough credit. I mean, they can swim in deep water, I guess.
Yeah, so crocodile bite is 5,000, and then the great white shark is 4,000.
Sheesh.
Yeah, dude. I would just, and then I would also pick a great white shark just because of the size, dude. They're huge, like they're ginormous. Like if you want to talk about like some of the biggest, they're 21 feet. Like they're huge.
Well, let's see what we can get. Crocodile. Longest ever measured was 20 feet 3 inches. And 2,300 pounds.
What?
Oh, wait. He was the largest crocodile in captivity.
Oh, okay.
Ho.
Big is Great white shark recorded.
Well, they say males grow to a length of up to 20 feet, rarely exceeding 21.
They're saying deep blue, who comes in at 20 feet long, 8 feet high, and 2.5 tons, is the largest great white shark ever photographed. So
Look at that.
20 feet.
Lengthwise, weight-wise. I mean, we got about for bout here. Bing, bing, bing.
Dude, this dude is so huge. I would take the fucking shark, dude. This thing looks like it was there when God made us. Like, look at that fucking thing.
You said
huge.
He's what? How big? 20-some feet?
20 feet, 8 feet high, though. Like, he's 20 feet long, 8 feet tall. Like,
okay,
8
but
feet,
that doesn't, because pound for pound, they're the same. The crocodile's 21 feet. And
but like
up to 2,900 pounds. What does that have to do with anything? If anything, that means his power is more condensed.
It's gotta get a big grip around the 8-foot shark. It's just not gonna do that damage.
Okay,
I'm on team shark here.
You imagine there's no way to pierce a shark unless you can just get a bite of anywhere on that body, and the flesh is coming right off. I got Croc here.
No way.
Hundo.
This thing is huge.
Hundo.
This thing is huge.
And you know what? I haven't even pulled out my trump card. He walks on the water, or walks on the land. Boom.
Well, yeah, when he has to run away from the shark because he's fucking scared as shit.
Or he just dragged the shark on the beach.
That's true.
Man,
that's true. He has that going for it.
Yeah, or he's like,
going for him.
Deuces, I'm going to do what you can. I'm amphibious.
Break the tie. Who do you think?
I don't know. This one's really hard. You guys have like two really good arguments about this. So,
I mean, pound for pound, the same, but we got a better bite force.
But it's not pound
we've
for pound,
existed
dude.
longer.
So,
okay.
Here's what I think. Okay. Here's what I think is the tiebreaker. Okay. The shark might not have as strong of a bite. But the croc, I can guarantee you, does not have the speed of the shark. All right? So while the croc
you don't need speed.
You absolutely need speed.
In this
just
fight,
swim around you, bite your tail.
In this fight, it's like heavyweights. It's who's going to get the first punch.
No.
But that's what you think with the shark.
That's what you think. The shark, listen. All right, a shark is just chilling, and he just picks his target, and he goes balls deep on that target. A crocodile, right, is like a sneak attack type. All right, the crocs don't just like openly like, oh, I'm gonna go fuck up a human. No, if a human is in their territory, they'll be like, all right, I'm gonna wait for my time to munch. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So they're gonna be like playing dumb. Sharks can be like stupid, and croc.
But here's the thing about sharks. Here's the thing about sharks, all right? The entire ocean is their hunting ground, okay?
That's just because crocs don't bother to go out there. Because it's not their habitat.
Because they would get decimated if these were both in their best territories.
Croc 100%.
Blue just helped me. Even with, a great white shark, short burst, it says 35 miles an hour top speed. You want to know what that crocodile's is? 15, bro, in water.
Okay, but I think you're just putting too much into the thing.
You just swim behind it. Like,
well, and that's the thing. Guess what? Sharks can be like, where am I going? It's gonna tire herself out. Croc's just like,
all right. Here's what I say. Here, It's
gonna be like every anime moment when they're sitting there like,
don't care.
Oh my god, he's not moving. But there's no opening.
Care.
He has a perfect stance.
This isn't an anime. This is nature, bitch. All right.
Yeah, and
this
he has
nature. You scary.
A great white is a tank. All right. So just because the croc might get his hands on it, a great white is a fucking tank, bruv. Okay. Second of all, if we're just doing average to average, pound for pound, just a normal great white versus a normal croc, I think the great white has this dub. The great white is faster. The great white doesn't need to wait for predator. The great white just says, you know what? Today, fuck around and find out. Whereas the croc is like, oh no, I gotta wait. I gotta wait for the right time to strike.
It's
my
big
close,
strong jaw.
Man, but
I'm going.
I gotta go.
White.
I gotta go with Great White, man.
Whatever.
let's pick
Majority
another
goes
one.
Great White.
I think
but...
I think the shark just overwhelms.
Hey, it's a
shark-
great fight.
I think the Croc put up a good fight.
I gotta
I got
say,
my
I think
money's
it's
worth.
Yeah, I'd put my money down there, and I'd be sad, but I'd be like, you know what? Hey, take it off the chin, but you did good.
I had a good time watching it.
And let's find some more. But see, that one was a lot better than. We're like, I don't know what else could they do against Kratos. Okay, okay. Should I just refresh? This is the first one I saw. TikTok versus Vine.
Oh, Vine.
Okay, why?
TikTok stands on the shoulders of giants, you know? Like, let's just... Well, and then also with Vine, you only had 6 seconds. Like, let's just repeat that again. With Vine, you only had 6 seconds to make a banger.
Yeah, let that sink in.
And you didn't have the cut, the green screens, or the little dances. You know, that wasn't a thing.
Sure.
It was all comedy, good, clean fun. Vine.
Okay.
Forever.
But they walked so TikTok could run. Think about
That's
this.
true.
TikTok has already existed
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 times as long as Vine had existed as an app. Think about that.
True.
That's so weird.
Yeah, think about that. It burned bright, but it burned short. Is this a race of endurance?
That's got to be Twitter's one of their biggest regrets is shutting down Vine. I don't know why they did that.
But China's like, bet. You know?
I mean, the problem with Vine is there was no monetization for creators, so the Vine creators end up going to YouTube to just post their content.
We don't even need to argue this. You know what came from Vine? Paul Brothers.
The Paul Brothers? Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok wins.
Yeah, but I mean, look what's come from TikTok.
What did anyone
pretty much everything? What do you mean
from TikTok ruin monetization on YouTube, cause an adpocalypse? Is everything collapse? No,
that's true.
Yeah,
I gotta admit I'm team TikTok. TikTok,
me too.
You guys are team
TikTok is literally just Vine too. See, here's the thing about TikTok, right? TikTok's variety. See, you're talking about the worst part of TikTok, which is like the weird dance stuff. Meanwhile, I'm over here looking at like extremely hyper specific memes to what I want to look at. Fruit has his own weird Frank Sinatra type memes he probably has on TikTok, okay? TikTok's variety, the variety of the content that they give to you is just so good. And then like you got people being just as creative. All right, Gen Z grew up on Vine,
Zoomers,
and
man.
Gen Z
is
also part of TikTok.
They're dialed
and guess
in.
what? TikTok is the master of the millennial / Gen Z, absurdist comedy that I love. All right,
Yeah.
we're running that shit. We're great at that.
Think about this. You want some weird, really out there political conspiracy propaganda delivered to you. You want to see a whole bunch of cat and dog videos delivered to you. You want to see some K-pop delivered to you. You want to see some people dancing delivered. Is everything, and it's scary because it'll give you everything you want because of its algorithm. And did Vine take everybody's information and sell it? And China have a big backlog?
And that's why it's better.
TikTok, boom, winner there for sure.
No. Vine, because it was an actual app that was just like, hey, let's put out funny videos. TikTok is bad.
TikTok is great. I've literally, half of the Twitter shit that you are like, hey guys, I'm going to quote this, is literally from Vine.
TikTok.
I've heard you quote TikTok things multiple times. It's because, you know what? It's because, you know why? Because TikTok is a part of pop culture and you can't accept that in the way that Vine couldn't be. And you know what? I will admit to you, Vine did have its time in the sun, but the problem is the creators didn't know what the fuck to do with it. Vine was literally the same thing as TikTok. It still is the same thing as TikTok. The only problem, they couldn't close the deal. They couldn't close it. They had a pop culture phenomenon on their hands, and they couldn't close it. That's on them.
I saw a funny thing on Reddit. It was like, it's like I refuse to download TikTok while I'm on Reddit scrolling.
Yeah, you were like, I just scroll through TikTok cringe all the time.
Yeah, I just watch TikTok through a different source.
TikTok wins that one. Okay, who would win? Bacon cheeseburger versus a piece of lasagna.
Oh, you can't. That's fucked up. That's
They're
hard.
fighting.
Like, which is better?
Or they're fighting. Either way.
Or they're fighting. Like, if you had to, like, okay, in a fight, the lasagna wins.
Because
I agree.
Because the lasagna would just overtake the cheeseburger, making the cheeseburger soggy. The lasagna would eventually absorb the cheeseburger, thus becoming a bigger lasagna.
that's what I'm thinking of the lasagna. That's the thing. You'd be like, you think you deliver a fatal blow? You only took off one layer. As we all know, lasagna is a lot of layers. And at that point, you're
defense,
like,
baby.
joke's on you. I'm still lasagna because it's very ambiguous as to what a lasagna
absolute
is.
brick. Absolute brick.
Lasagna's like the Kirby of the food world. You just put a burger on top of it. Well, guess what? You just made a lasagna. You know, like I imagine the lasagna taking the burger. Okay, it wraps it, kind of like a cobra. You know, it wraps it, and then it squeezes it. It fucking squeezes it till all the meat and the juice are broken up in little. So it almost fits like it's like the meat that's in the lasagna. So it takes the cheeseburger and it mushes all that meat and beef to where it matches the meat and beef of the lasagna, and the cheeseburger just slowly becomes a part of lasagna. Lasagna wins.
I regret this question.
As far as flavor, I still pick lasagna.
Here's
Because lasagna's so good.
bacon cheeseburger, whatever comes in with a bacon slap, except just stuck in lasagna. He's like, give me my bacon back, dude. And then just slowly,
yeah,
and he just absorbs it.
Because you can put bacon on a lasagna, you know?
Lasagna is whatever you make of it, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then it would be like,
100%
and then it grabs a hold of its patty and brings it in and fucking starts crumpling it up until it becomes
Yeah,
part
nice
of
fucking
just,
patty, bud.
Yeah.
And then
now it's just,
just destruction.
Not
that's pretty easy.
even close. Okay, Master Chief versus Doomslayer.
See, that was the one. That was
That's
the one I
some
was
good
talking
shit
about
right
earlier.
there. This is what we were waiting for.
All right, so
I gotta tell you.
Here's my issue.
Oh, okay.
I've seen Master Chief jump out of a spaceship holding onto a bomb, going through space, and then dropping the bomb and like kicking it, like
Believe.
like yeah, and like just kicks it and then like lands on Earth. But I've seen
Superhero
Doom
style
Guy,
too.
bro. I've seen Doom Guy get into like this weird propulsioner ship, and it literally shot him at the world, and it blew up the world just by using him as a bullet. I don't remember. It's got to be Doom Guy, bro. The way I don't see Master Chief taking a fucking grunt, ripping its head off, and then ripping it apart, and then eating it. You know, I don't see any of that.
He could. He just has manners. That's what they
He
taught
just has a
him.
little bit of morals.
Yeah.
At the Spartan Academy.
Yeah. They taught him proper form and manners when engaging the enemy. Meanwhile, Doom Guy was raised in the wild. It's crazy.
He's a freak, dude. He's a freak.
I
go Doom Guy.
Regrettably, I think I
go
have to
Doom
go
Guy.
Doom Guy. Yeah.
It hurts.
Chief's a
I don't
tank.
like it.
He's like it's
Chief is
Master
a
Chief
tank.
and Master Chief on crack and every other drug
exactly.
imaginable.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's got PEDs, man. It's not fair. You know, he's on
Like
something.
like Master Chief rolls up, it's like, oh, and then like Doom Guy rolls up, it's like,
And in this corner, whoa! Like, okay.
yeah.
And Doom Guy. Ooh, okay, yikes. A human versus a human-sized insect, and the insect can be of your choice.
Oh, dude, any human-sized anything would kick our ass. Like, what do I have to defend myself? Fingernails? Like,
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, hold on. What was it again? Repeat it.
A human versus a human-sized insect, and you can choose whatever insect.
Oh no,
Let's just-
we're getting destroyed.
let's
We're
just say a
demolished.
fly. Like, even a fly, I'd see, I'd die of a heart attack. Like,
You know the only reason
They would throw up
we
on
break
us and eat us.
Yeah, they have acid, bro. The only reason we win right now versus their exoskeleton is because they're tiny. If they were our size with exoskeletons, bro, ultimate defense. We're done.
Okay, well, I guess alternate. Oh my god! But think about it too. If a fly is our size, but it keeps its speed,
Oh my, it's the fastest thing in the
it
world.
would be like Starch.
Okay, well, that's not possible. But
Well, I mean, it would
I'm just saying.
it would, you're just multiplying it.
But it would be like
speed.
It'd be like fight, and then it'd be that thing where it immediately appears behind you, like "Omae wa shindai
Yeah.
nane wa."
You could even pick like an ant or something like that. Like an ant's power at
His
our size, they
mandibles,
could
dude?
lift like the they could literally lift like the Empire State Building.
Well, they don't have to lift us; their mandibles would. That's it. Yeah, and then honestly, at their size, it doesn't matter. I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm
like
trying
white
to think
flag,
like of
like,
an.
no.
I hate bugs. Yeah, I would pick the bug over me any day.
There's got to be some bug though that's pitiful enough that even at our size.
I mean,
caterpillars. I feel like we could beat the shit out of a caterpillar.
Yeah. God, we're
caterpillar, like,
knuckles
still
are
eats,
bleeding.
though,
We can't
right?
even penetrate it. Like, yeah.
Well, the caterpillar's a herbivore.
But yeah, I mean,
You
it's
say
not sure it's not going to eat
herbivore.
us, but it's going to kill us. Right?
Herbivore.
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 Is it not a
Herbivore.
herb? Is it not pronounced
Herbivore.
herbivore?
No, it's
Herbivore.
herbivore. It's silent.
Oh, it's not herb.
No, but herbivore.
Herb. That's
Oh,
a
you
nice.
taught.
That's
I
like
learned
an
something.
old-
I
it's
thought
like
it was
a-
herbivore.
I was like, oh, that's
Herbivore.
my grandpappy,
No,
Bro, it's what's
It's
it's herbivore, dude?
herbivore.
No, herbivore.
Oh, I think it's herbivore.
I think it's herbivore.
Thank you.
Herbivore. No, it's herbivore.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
You
not
look
herb.
it up. It's herbivore.
Yeah, it's herbivore.
Herbivore. Thank you.
There's an H. It's just not E. There's an
Anyway,
H.
what was I talking about? Yeah, I feel
What
like
were
we
we
could
talking
probably
about?
beat the shit out of a caterpillar.
I'm gonna look up most pathetic insect. Well, there's got to be something here, right? There's a thing called a Mormon cricket. We should be able to take that, right? Let's see.
Freaking out, dude.
Locusts? What? No.
Ew. Those are gross small, dude. I can only imagine a human size.
I don't want to take this Mormon cricket, dude. That thing. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with insects.
Termites? Okay, they're clearly not factoring in the fact that if they were bigger. Cockroaches? What? Fire ants?
Oh my-
What? Who says these are pathetic? Killer
Wait,
bees? Okay,
did they-
this is a meme.
Did they just say fire ant? That's a meme because fire ants.
Yellow jackets.
If ants were our size, like ants would actually be the superior species.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Like the world would be great.
This is supposed to be the 12 worst insects. And they got yellow jackets. Like, I don't think they understand. Maybe they're thinking worst as in, like, the most terrifying. Clearly. What is the weakest insect in the world? Fairy flies. Apparently. They're very tiny, although in this case, they would not be. Wait, they're wasps? What? Okay, well, clearly. Okay, well, I don't think I want to fight a 6-foot fairy fly. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I think we lose all of them. I don't even think you could pick one where, like, we win. Yeah. We take the fat out.
I actually have one here, and I would like to see what you guys say about it. Rob versus 50 kindergartners.
Kindergartners.
Come on.
I don't think Rob has the strategy to beat the kindergartners.
Yeah. He
What do you mean, Uncle?
he lacks tactical strategy as
He
well
has
as
no
the
tact.
stamina.
Yeah, he's just gonna go in like Doom Guy, but he's not Doom Guy.
The old windmill.
I just knocked out 20 of them right there.
Incredible.
Are you
Like,
flossing?
they're just running. Into
I don't think you beat them by flossing, my
they're
guy.
like, they start doing the orange justice, like, ah!
He joined me.
They just start dancing.
They're like,
And then collectively, they shake the earth. It's like,
yeah, they use earthquake. Oh my god!
they all in unison, like, we love Fortnite. We love.
see, I just took 30 down there. I'm a little tired, but I got 20 more, and I got.
That was 15 seconds.
Well, okay. Well, look. So I go here, Boom. That's 2 right there. Because there's 2 running at me. Boom,
Half a floss.
To the temple. That's 2 dead already.
Bold of you to assume that you're going to be able to just pile through 2 that easily.
Second half of floss.
Boom,
First part of floss. Yeah, it should be titled
I'm gonna get some crying.
How
Stop,
to
bro.
Floss in Slow Motion.
So now watch. So there's 2, 4. Now watch. 2, 4, 6,
Hey, Rob.
8, 10, 12, 14, 16,
Rob.
18, 20, 20,
Rob, how do you
28,
floss?
30, 32,
Rob.
34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48,
Please
50.
stop.
How to Count in Intervals of 2 by Robbie V.
I'm gonna piss myself, dude.
I just fucking killed 50 of them.
Oh, fuck, I've got hiccups now.
I take kindergartens
dude.
every day.
For all you audio viewers, Rob thinks he's just swinging.
He didn't even hit
their
anything
feet,
in here.
but he legit is flossing. I'm crying, dude.
And I'm wearing my Fortnite shirt.
You are. Oh my
You are.
It's candy.
Yo, I gotta be honest. Yo, doing that like made my arms hurt.
I rest my case.
Oh.
We need a competitive flossing. Oh my
I take
gosh.
those. I still think I just killed them. There's 2.
They're dead.
The thing is, for just like they just start flossing with you. His orange justice with it. Hey.
Yeah, they're like, hey.
Yeah, the kindergartners went
whoa.
pretty easy.
I'm kind of sweating.
God.
It's because the heat is on in the basement and I'm wearing a long sleeve.
Right.
It's not because I'm out of shape.
Of course.
Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna piss my pants, dude. Holy shit.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Oh my god.
I've heard this one before. One of every Pokemon versus 1 billion lions.
One of every Pokemon, not even hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd have to go with the Pokemon. Like you have to think like something like Palkia or one of those legendary ones. At least count for like 1 million of those.
Arceus
lines.
just one shots them all.
Well, let's put it in perspective. Let's say a legendary Palkia counts as 1 million, which means the lesser ones would obviously not count anywhere near 1 million lions. But let's say, for the sake of it, every single one counts as 1 million. You don't
There's
even
only,
get
like
to 1 billion
something legendary?
lions. Even if every Pokemon, which is like 800 something, you wouldn't even get to 1 billion.
The orange justice got me, bro.
I just like to think
probably
like it all gets like spooky and demented. Like, we love Fortnite. We love it's like.
Then I get scared.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's like a Game of Thrones. I'm just like, while they all eat me.
Well, so my favorite take on this though is actually a video by Wolfie VGC. If you haven't seen it, and the thing is, because like one of the lame arguments is like, well, in the Pokedex entry, like Darkrai could just put them all to sleep and eat it from the inside out. It'll sound like that. So you just exclude every Pokedex entry, whatever, and you only go by power. So the way he does it is there is a lion Pokemon, and they have stats. So he puts it into terms of if we had 1 Pyroar, I think that's the Pokemon he uses. So let's say, imagine we have like 1 billion Pyroar versus one of every Pokemon. And then he goes on to show that you don't even need close to one of every Pokemon to be able to beat the lions. So
Really?
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
All right, cool.
He did the math.
Then go Poke. Yeah, I was seeing Pokemon.
Let's see. This is interesting. I don't know what to think about this one. Dry noodle versus wet noodle.
I mean,
What?
a dry noodle because it can still like poke.
Blue, what?
What are you talking about?
Okay, well, I'm trying to think. It would literally be a wet noodle fight. I'm trying to think of how it. The only thing I can think of is maybe the edge of a wet noodle is its wetness would slowly sprinkle on fight or like on contact onto the dry pasta, slowly breaking down the constitution of the dry noodle into like this weird, not dry but not wet. So then maybe that's your advantage. But on the other hand,
I'm probably. I mean, now that I think about it, though, I'd probably go wet noodle because the wet noodle can kind of cobra and kind of strangle.
Well, the
dry
difference
noodle
too
it
is
breaks in half.
the only way you're really going to take out a wet noodle is by like ripping it apart, because like it can take a punch. It doesn't matter anymore.
But now the problem is that's what I was just thinking about. Like if I have wet noodle and wet noodle is strangling, it's got it right here. It's got it by the balls, and it's about to snap it in half.
Its balls.
Boom! You snap it in half. You're fighting 2 dry noodles.
But they're just like fractured and shattered in pieces.
Yeah, but now you're fighting 2. It's like a Hydra.
I don't think I see the wet noodle as being it like you cut it off and that has 2 heads. You cut now has
Well, that's
4
what I'm
heads.
saying. They both.
But the dry
like
noodle
that.
though, it's just brittle and it's in pieces on the ground like. Whereas the wet noodles, they can do the old worm maneuver.
Yeah, I
gotta give the edge to the wet noodle now.
I'm gonna give the edge to the wet noodle, but I need to know if wet noodle breaks hard noodle,
By
if
the
hard
balls.
noodle now is 2.
By the balls, of course, right here.
Yeah, just got it right there. Snap.
Blue, do you have you want to weigh in here?
I feel like wet noodle probably wins. Hard noodles are deceptively brittle.
It's true.
But like a wet noodle has the the what's it called, malleability, so it could choke the noodle out. Yeah, I think wet noodle wins. As far as taste, obviously, a nice wet noodle. I don't want to eat raw noodles. It's not really my vibe. Not into that.
Wait a second. Shampoo versus shampoo.
What?
I hate you guys.
Stop!
Shampoo.
Stop, Mr. Fruit.
versus
Obviously shampoo.
Yes, I
okay.
get that. Yes.
Obviously
Poo
shampoo
over pee.
Every time.
No, obviously shampoo. Like no shampoo, right? No. Okay, so here's how I see it. Right, poop is not. It's solid. Okay, and you know what always beats a solid?
Liquid.
Is a liquid.
Here's what I'm thinking
Liquid
too.
is the great equalizer.
Not only that, first off, if you've peed on your poop and it's destroyed quick, like it can't withstand the force of your pee. But secondly,
100%.
you pee way more than you poop, so you got a lot of pee to work with. But the poop,
He's right.
you got less. And let's assume the attack frequency. Let's put it into like it's a turn-based game. P gets to move like 3 to 4 times for every 1 poop attack. So that's a lot of attacks you're weaving
Poop's
in.
just too slow. In this meta, poop's too slow.
Yeah, and if we're going by your guys' great white thing, speed is a very good indicator of a
Great
fight.
attribute.
Yeah.
Great attribute to have.
So the speed stat here is astronomically in favor of the P.
Agreed.
100%. I agree.
I think it's P. I think it's P.
I got to give it to P this time. I got to give it to P.
That's a rare. Like, normally, I'm a poo guy, but in a fight,
Yeah, I guess I'll go P.
you don't have to sound so.
That's the right answer, Rob. That's the right answer.
Welcome. Deadpool versus Vegeta.
Deadpool doesn't die.
Deadpool might not die, but Vegeta can like vaporize him on a cellular level, like without even trying.
Well, my argument was going to be: do you see what happened to Cell?
Yeah, Cell doesn't die either, but like Vegeta.
But, where is he right now?
Yeah, where is Cell? I gotta agree. Yeah, Vegeta easy. Deadpool's sick, but like he only doesn't die because like no one can like fully on a cellular level destroy him.
Also,
whereas like the Dragon Ball characters could just absolutely annihilate
like anybody.
Easy.
And everybody.
well, and how is Deadpool even going to do anything to Vegeta? His guns aren't going to do anything. His blades won't do anything. Like, how is he not even accounting for? Okay, he might have defense. He has no offense against Vegeta. I think it's overwhelmingly.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I think the only time
This isn't hard.
Deadpool wins is if Vegeta just doesn't want to fight or something. Or like, it's like, I ain't got time for this. But he is the pride of a Saiyan, so I'm sure he'll take the fight. Clifford versus a T-Rex. We're talking about, of course, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
The Big Red Dog?
Yeah.
I mean, a T-Rex. I've seen Clifford go fetching and be a good dog.
Let's say maybe he has killer instinct, but, he keeps that in the DL around.
How big is Clifford?
Well, that's what I'm looking up right now.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to know the size between Clifford and a T-Rex. I'll look up T-Rex size.
The dog ranges. Okay, this is a gigantic range from anywhere from 8 to 35 feet tall, depending upon the book you're reading. So let's give him the edge and say he's 35 feet tall. Jesus Christ.
And then T-Rex is 12 to 20 feet.
So then,
am I about to pick a dog?
Well, then why don't we say they're the same height then?
Okay.
20. What kind of dog is Clifford?
A good one.
He's a very good boy.
I think he's supposed to just be
he's a bit of a mutt.
Retriever. Okay, so he's a bit of everything.
Yeah. Okay. So mutts, you got a good bit of all. You got a nice killer instinct. And
let's say his
you have 4 appendages to work with.
Yeah. What's the thing in Pokemon called when it's like this kind of personality makes their special attack better or whatever?
Oh, their nature.
What is that called? Yeah, let's say his nature is the perfect build for Clifford. I'm gonna go Clifford here. T-Rexes have little arms. Clifford has 2 attacks. He doesn't just have bite.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. He's got the kind of on the hind legs, like whoopah, whoopah.
Yeah, he's got the reach.
Not only that
the T-Rex just doesn't have.
Yeah, I think his tail is more formidable. Like, imagine a happy dog at 20 feet. That thing would blow you away. Like, he could propel a boat. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty rough. I think I gotta take a dog here.
I unironically started this. Okay, so I am unironically going to say Clifford. I started this thinking the T-Rex, but I have the same deal. Like, a dog that size, a bite, that'll fuck you up. Dog bite of that size will fuck your day up. Not only that, the dog is definitely smarter than a T-Rex, and they also have way more agility because
we like speed here. We like speed.
The T-Rex might have a strong ass, a big dumpy, strong legs, but the dog has it all. Strong front build, strong ass build.
We're not even talking about the fact that in the event one falls over, the dog, not a problem. Swoop.
The dog just gets right back up, baby.
But the T-Rex,
it's done.
I got to imagine that's a process.
He's done.
Yeah, how do T-Rexes get back up, or are they like a turtle?
That's it. That's how all T-Rexes die. Just push him over. Then he just.
I don't know.
I gotta give it to Clifford. I've
never seen a T-Rex get up.
Yeah, me either.
Exactly.
Somehow. Exactly. I don't know how I haven't, but.
Yeah, hey, guess what? How many times have you seen your dog get up? A lot of times. How many times have you seen a T-Rex get up? Not once, baby. Not once.
Oh, we're getting a
T-Rex, and I'm gonna get up.
T-Rex demonstration.
Oh God.
Hey, there you go. Okay. Okay,
almost showed my ass.
Okay, but
almost showed ass.
Almost.
So it's not bad.
T-Rex might be okay. Argument
Congrats
though.
to the early morning. You got some nice Rob ass today.
Argument though is our legs are half of our body, so the way you're able to distribute weight and use that to get up is much different than a T-Rex, whose body is not half legs.
So how can I get up then to act like I'm a T-Rex?
I don't know. So just imagine now. Put yourself as a T-Rex. Okay.
Okay.
T-Rex also probably not smart enough to get itself back up.
I mean, obviously they get back up, but like a dog, it's like a quick barrel roll, you know.
Easy.
But with the T-Rex, I don't think.
It's
And then on
literally
top
built
of that,
different.
dogs, feral dogs out there, like they're used to other dogs biting them. So a T-Rex bite, it'd be like, huh, all you've done is let me get a hit at you. Because here's the thing, a T-Rex can bite a dog anywhere, and a dog's going to be able to react and adjust accordingly. But if you bite a T-Rex pretty much anywhere, like its back or something, or anywhere where it can't grab you with its mouth, it's done. It's kaput. I don't even think the T-Rex... I don't even think this is a fair fight. Like, I don't even think you could stream it, you know? Like, it would be...
I think the dog would, like, play with the T-Rex, and then inadvertently the T-Rex would get too nippy, and the dog would kill it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you want to know something I figured out was so cute? Because when Olive and Appa are playing, Olive always gets the sneezes. And Claire's like, why does she always do that? And Olive's like, like, sneezing or something. So we're like, should we worry about that? Like... Maybe she's not breathing correctly when they're playing or something. So we looked it up. And it turns out that dogs instinctively do that with other dogs to let them know that it's just playful. And if things get a little too rough, they're letting them know, like, no, this, like, let's dial it back. We're just playing. Yeah.
Oh.
And Appa does not sneeze.
No. Appa's like, you might be, but... But I was like, that's so cute. My heart.
My heart, dog, we don't deserve.
So yeah, Clifford will go from sneezing to no sneezing.
Murder.
He's a bet.
Dude, like when dogs know there's a difference between like playtime and fuck up shit time, like they turn into different animals, dude.
It's scary. Well, when I have to separate them when they're no longer in playtime, I'm like,
here's a fun.
Dude, yeah, I've literally watched Boomy murder a bird. I couldn't do anything about it. I was like, no,
sitting there in horror.
Bird's already dead.
No,
bird's dead. It's already dead, dude.
He's like, I have one. I got it.
I was like, no, Boomy, don't kill. Well,
no.
It's over. He's just swinging him by his neck. It's over. He's dead.
Mr. Fruit versus Dragon
literally.
Rage.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's Dragon Rage.
Okay. Yeah, Dragon Rage every time.
Yep, Dragon Rage. Sorry, I thought that one was just too funny.
All right, thanks. You just had to bring that up, huh? I will say, if I'm late game, Mr. Fruit wins.
If I'm in the later game,
that's never when I hit Dragon Rage. So, let's get one more. Santa versus the Muffin Man.
I don't really know what comes with the Muffin Man. I'm gonna be real with you.
A lot of power in a small body. Think about it.
What does the Muffin Man do? He's just from down the way, right?
He can run.
Drury Lane.
Yeah. And he
but
runs.
The Muffin Man, like, what does the Muffin Man do?
Well, okay, first
he doesn't do anything.
Okay, well, first off, tell me what Santa Claus has got going for him.
He can travel really fast. He goes from...
No. He can travel very fast. His reindeer help him travel very fast. He doesn't have his reindeer.
That's just part of his kit.
This is Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's what it comes with.
It didn't say Santa Claus and his reindeer.
Yeah, dude, but when you say Rob, you just know that Jack and Tom O'Leary are here waiting for you.
That's because that's you.
It just comes with...
I'll give Santa this. His big old red suit and bag of presents.
Big old fat ass.
I'll give him
that. Then the bag of presents. That bag of presents has a gun or boxing fist or like something in it to where he can whack, Santa. What does the Muffin Man do besides...
Here's the thing.
Like Muffin Man.
He can't hit the Muffin Man.
Also, hold up. Also, as we've learned from Shrek, just a little bit of hot milk. Gingerbread Man's going down real quick.
Okay,
real quick.
Okay, but
and guess what? Santa loves hot chocolate, baby.
But he doesn't.
A little bit of hot liquid.
Chocolate.
Gingerbread's going down.
But first off,
this dude's just a fucking baker.
Normally, he gets milk and cookies, and it's cold milk.
Doesn't matter, dude. The milk is going straight. The Gingerbread Man's dead. the liquid hits the gingerbread man, he's over, dude. He gets all absorptious. He gets weaker. He gets spongy. Gingerbread man going down.
Blue, the gingerbread man and the muffin man aren't the same person.
Wait, what?
The muffin man is. Do you know the muffin man?
The muffin man.
Yeah, he just like the gingerbread man and the muffin man are two separate entities.
Wait, so the gingerbread man bakes the muffin man.
No, I think the muffin man is just a fucking baker who lives on Drury Lane. Like,
so the muffin man bakes the gingerbread man.
Well, and that's my other thing is the muffin man doxes himself. The Santa knows where to find his ass. You know,
and Santa goes, oh, that's true. No, Santa easy, baby. Because
what do you mean doxes himself?
Because
I know exactly where
him.
Santa is.
No, you don't. North Pole,
the
big
North
place,
Pole's
big
huge.
guy.
Yeah,
okay, so tell me where Drury Lane is.
That's very specific. That's very specific.
Okay,
do you know who else lives on Drury Lane? That's what I thought.
Is to look at the North Pole and find the pole, and I'm like, I'm there.
Hey, Mr. Fruit, can you tell me where Drury Lane is? Can you tell me who else lives in Drury Lane? That's what I thought.
Exactly.
Can I also state for the record that it's not just the muffin man. There's the ice cream man. There's the fruit stand man. And, there's more mans than just the muffin man. This dude is just a baker. Okay, he has no powers other than he does make a good muffin.
He's a weak bitch, is what Rob's trying to
Muffin
say.
Man is a bitch.
Okay, if Santa's got his presents, so no. Here's what we got.
What's the Muffin Man have? Some muffins?
Bake up an endless army
of bitches.
He'll bake
but
up.
But the Muffin Man doesn't like.
He's gonna bake up endless
They're not
gingerbread
alive
men.
Muffin.
Yeah,
he makes the gingerbread. The Muffin Man didn't make the gingerbread.
The reindeer will just
He did.
eat him, bro.
And
No, he did not. The Muffin Man is just a fucking Muffin Man.
Hey, Mr. Fruit, you're cheating
things.
because we said in a 1v1, not I'm gonna summon my minions. No, all right. We said in a 1v1.
Well,
all right.
yeah, but that's his thing.
So don't start changing the rules.
But that's his thing.
No, he doesn't.
Minions.
No, he doesn't. No, he
That's what
doesn't.
does.
The gingerbread man didn't the Muff Man spawned me. No, the gingerbread man was a freak accident.
Hold
okay.
on. You know what? I'm gonna end this right now.
Okay.
Santa's on a diet kick. Santa's on a diet kick, and he can't have gluten. It's done.
What?
Mrs. Claus has got him on a little diet. He can't have any gluten.
Oh, also, by the way, I just want to point out, Santa Claus fucks and the Muffin Man doesn't. Proof: Santa Claus has a wife. You lose.
Yeah, the Muffin Man is single.
Yeah, and the Muffin Man has like 50 bastards. He just doesn't need to settle down. He doesn't.
Here's what I'm saying.
He's not up. He's not for that life.
Dude,
My man's
I looked up the Muffin Man. Okay, the man in question who lived on Drury Lane in London may have been a man whose profession was delivering baked goods such as English muffins.
Okay.
Okay, it's a baker versus a god.
You say Santa's a god?
If he delivers happiness on Christmas to millions of kids out there, if that's not a god, I don't know what is.
Okay. He delivers happiness once a day? Oh wait, a baker does that every day.
Yeah, but not
you just walked yourself into a corner.
If you give me a muffin, I'll be like, "Oh my god, thank you." You give me a present, I'm way happier.
Yeah, here's a present. Dozen baked goods. What you like? I can make. You want an empanada?
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man doesn't make. The Muffin Man doesn't make live creatures. I just want you to know that the Muffin Man is just a baker, but he doesn't. He just makes muffins. It doesn't go. Do you know the Muffin Man who made a live muffin that is killing millions of people?
So again, checkmate. Even you know what? I wouldn't even say he's on a gluten kick. Find out Santa's allergies. Muffin, Santa, force feed. It's done.
I would say just have Santa threaten to put the Muffin Man's family on the naughty list for life.
Wait, I'll go even further. He's gonna lure Santa. They're gonna be mid-fight, but then he's gonna be like, "Wait, Santa, look!" And it's gonna be a little table next to a little tree with a little warm fire.
Instincts.
And next to it, a little plate of cookies, a glass of milk.
I see where you're going with this.
But you know what the Muffin Man made? Some anthrax-infused cookies. And so Santa's like,
that's not in the Muffin Man's lore at all. That's not even in the Muffin Man's lore. Now you're just making things up.
Well, he bakes. And if he's like, yo, I gotta kill Santa
Narcotics?
Claus, bet.
You know, I would like to
Bad.
think Santa Claus has eaten millions and billions of cookies. He's gonna know.
He's
No, it's not
immune
the
to
first time. It's not the first time Santa's been trying to been poisoned. All right. You know, sometimes when he delivers presents in Russia, things get a little scary
Okay,
at the
fine.
Kremlin.
Fine.
All right?
Laxative.
Hey, he's a big dude, man. It ain't the first time he's had poops. All right, he's all right.
I'm talking the runs, brother. Mid fight, like, and then you take that time and you just slit Santa's throat with his baker tools because he has like a knife. Easy. I got Muffin Man here. 9 times out of 10.
I think Blue Santa Claus.
Santa Claus easy, bro. Not even
Sometimes you
close.
guys miss. That's fine.
All right, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. We have
This
done
is
the
not one of those
podcast for
times.
about an hour and a half, and I have a meeting here in like 30 minutes. So next week, we'll probably do an exclusive Patreon Q&A question only because we have 2 weeks. Now it's going to be 3 weeks of Patreon questions we haven't got to. So maybe next week, we literally just answer every Patreon question that we have in our midst here.
Word. And if you're watching the podcast, feel free, if you're on YouTube.
Yeah, leave your debates. I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Maybe you changed my mind.
Yeah, maybe there's one of those where like, wait a second, counterpoint. Or tweet at us using the hashtag GGEasy.
Oh!
Oh.
Now we're getting a hashtag worked in here about 108 episodes too late.
200. Or no.
Oh!
I thought we had 200 episodes for some reason. And then I was like,
God,
wait a
200.
second. Oh my God.
When did that happen?
Yeah, like wow. So thank you everybody for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed our fight night. Ring ding 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 ding. Thank you for
And the news kind of section we had.
yeah. Blue mentioned something too, or I saw in her DM. Apparently Spotify is allowing video podcasts or something soon. So
Oh, yeah, well, look, I'll
we're not
email
in charge of that.
71.
But yeah,
we'll
hopefully
see.
that can
We
be a
can
thing
figure
too
out a
soon
way.
if you want to. Otherwise, you can listen to us on all audio platforms. Watch us on YouTube. Leave reviews wherever or not. But do tell your friends, your loved ones,
Do tell.
and your baked goods. So, with that said, thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll talk to you next Sunday. Farewell.